Yoda Kibano, Kujvaj. I'm going to have to learn how to say, learn how to say good morning in Polski, in Polish. But here it is. I normally would do the videos when I wake up in the morning, bright and early, but didn't wake up bright and early today. I actually woke up at about 7 o'clock. Oops. Okay, sorry about that. Got to get this the camera. I've got the camera sitting in the cupboard here, if you will, and that's normally where I do my morning videos in the kitchen, and I use my cell phone and I kind of situate it in there. But anyway, I normally would wake up bright and early, but today I actually slept in a little bit, if only because I just kept tossing and turning last night, and I was on the. You know how challenging it is to sit there, and on your phone and watch the little play-by-play on NFL.com of your Cleveland Browns. They have the little screen there, and they'll tell you, who's got the ball on what yard line, and then they have a little illustration of a football field, and it will. You just have to sit there, and you're looking at a screen, and then it'll say play in progress, and there'll be this little thing spinning, while the play's in progress, and then you got to wait and see what happens. Well, I was captivated watching the Browns and the Baltimore Ravens game yesterday, and I didn't. I caught it right at the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter, and it went into overtime. But nonetheless, trying to watch that on a cell phone where it's just giving you basically the play-by-play is challenging. But anyway, I tossed and turned quite a bit last night and woke up this morning at better part of 7 o'clock. And here it is. Here it is about noon, and this is probably about the time that I might be doing the live videos if I were back in Florida. But, the funny hat. You see the funny hat. Careful what you wish for. So I just got in. I stepped outside here for a moment, and I just got back in, and it's rather cold outside. I'm going to hope the camera doesn't move. I got the camera situated, and we'll see if it doesn't fall. But if it falls, excuse me. But anyway, so I went outside, and I was just here with Joanna, my partner for all intent and purpose. I was just here with Joanna, and we were programming right over there for the better part of, if that's going to focus, right over there that's my office for the day. So Joanna and I were programming, and I, being the gentleman that I am, I walked her to the bus. Joanna doesn't want to take her car because it's not environmentally friendly, and so she'd rather take the bus. So anyway, I was walking Joanna to the bus stop, and I'm on my way back from the bus stop, and there's a chill in the air. And I thought to myself, well, shit, this is what I wished for. I knew when I was coming over here this time of year, from balmy, warm southern Florida, not balmy, muggy hot, not balmy warm, muggy hot. I knew when I was coming over here from muggy and hot southern Florida that it was going to be, fall, autumn, and it was going to be cold or cool or cold or whatever the hell you call it. And, I got to tell you, there's been a couple times in Budapest, and just today, walking down the street, that I found myself realizing that I don't do cold. I don't do cold. I was thinking that it would be a nice change from the muggy, hot Florida weather to come over here to Europe and be in the brisk autumn air. And I didn't realize. I forgot to realize or remember that me and cold don't go along well together. I don't do cold. I don't like cold. And I like temperatures that are just about right. But anyway, that being said, I'm joking a bit. It is kind of nice. It is kind of nice to be over here and kind of feel the cool autumn air. You just got to be dressed for it. You gotta have a hat like this and what have you. And if I'm going to stay over here for the Christmas markets, if I'm going to stay over here for the Christmas markets, then that's going to be really cold. So I'm going to have to maybe go and get some different clothes to wear for the purpose of going to the Christmas markets. But anyway, you know what? I got to tell you, the last 2 hours sitting here with Ioana, I recorded everything. So I recorded it. I have a software on my computer where I can do a screen capture, so to speak. And the complexity, to say that what Ioana does for me is quite complex would be an understatement. It's she basically codes all this stuff for me. We'll just call it stuff, okay? She codes all this stuff for me, and then when she's done coding it, she does what's called bundling it. She bundles it. And this program, this process will take thousands and thousands of lines of code, and that are all well structured, and it just put it into one big mass. And I guess the benefit of that is, from it performance wise, it's a big benefit because it performs better once it's running on the internet. It performs better, but also the competition. If the competition were to access some of that code and try to look at some of that code, it would just be gibberish to them. So it's a rather interesting process. But Ioana and I, we worked it out in the better part of 2 hours. We edited it out, and I can say that for all intent and purpose, my coming to Budapest was well worth it. You got to find a balance between trying to do everything yourself and becoming too dependent on other people. And I find myself, with Ioana, where she's programmed such an integral part of my business, but I'm too dependent on her. And if she would go away and I didn't know how to do what I came here to learn to do, then I'd be up a creek without a paddle, or as some people might say, fucked. But anyway, so that's about it. There's not a whole heck of a lot else on my mind. Okay, I thought to grab my other phone because I don't always have the time or the diligence or the practice to comment or reply to people's comments. So I thought maybe what I could do is just look at this. And Harry C560 commented, "Tom, looks absolutely beautiful and your accommodation is superb," talking about here. "Could you give me the link to that property as that would suit Amy and I as a treat? I think you're going to have a wonderful time in Krakow." So Harry, you know what? You can go on Airbnb, and the accommodations here, I think their website, it's just Go Krakow, G-O Krakow, Krakow. And not that I can't send you the link, but this isn't probably the nicest of their apartments that I saw. They've got a lot of apartments, and several at least, but I saw some other ones that are probably nicer than this one. But it's just Go Krakow. And who else commented? I'm just looking at some of the other comments that people put up here. And Robert put up some comments here. Your room looks good. You had in Budapest in your last video. Very nice place, Tom. There was a comment from John. Thanks. John C commented. "Thanks for taking us along. Love your daily videos, Tom." So John, thank you. Melissa wrote a comment. "How much are those?" And she's talking about the lace or whatever you want to call it. And they vary in price, Melissa. Probably the best thing to do would be you and I do some type of like a live hangout, and I could give you the prices I could give you the prices as a live hangout or something like that, or maybe go do some shopping, or you tell me what you want. And do you want a tablecloth for a round table? Do you want a runner? Do you want, what specifically is it that you want? So we can talk about that. I don't know that. I don't know how long I'm going to be in Budapest when I get back. I may be there for a week or two. I may stay here in Krakow for a little bit longer than a week. I may go back to Budapest after a week here in Krakow and stay there, stay there a week or two, and before going to Zagreb or something. I don't know, but anyway, what I do know is that I'm hungry right now, and I'm going to walk down to the Galleria. That's one really nice thing about this place where I'm renting right now. I'm just a 5-minute walk from like the major shopping center, and about a 15-minute walk from what's considered the Old Town here. And it's just quiet. The accommodations here, it's just quiet. You could hear a pin drop. There's nobody banging downstairs, nothing like that. And my God, sleeping in a big bed last night was just really, really something else. So anyway, everybody have a great day, okay? And take good care.